Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you the cheapest way to make your car mirrors fold automatically when you lock or unlock the car. I searched on AliExpress and found this model for just $33. It's specifically designed for the Veloster, which makes installation super easy. You simply connect the plugs together. I also came across another model labeled as universal for all cars, and it was much cheaper, but it requires cutting and connecting wires manually. I decided to challenge myself and ordered this version instead, since it's essentially a relay with a built-in fuse, making it a safe option to install in the car. The package arrived within a week and included just a few items: the installation diagram, the module box, which is the core component, and its dedicated wires in different colors. This is how the car was before the installation. The mirrors could only be folded manually using an interior button, which was quite annoying, and I often forgot to close them. We start with the first step, which is identifying the mirror folding wires. This is done by checking the current, as I'm doing here. When I press the button to fold the mirrors, the current disappears and the mirrors close. When I release the button, the current comes back and the mirrors open. This indicates that this wire is responsible for opening the mirrors. As for this wire, the opposite happens. When I press the button to fold the mirrors, current is detected and the mirrors close. When I release the button, the current disappears and the mirrors open. This confirms that this wire is responsible for closing the mirrors. You can do the same by checking each wire one by one while locking and unlocking the mirrors and observing the current detector. This way, you'll be able to identify the correct wires. Now we follow the diagram that came with the module, which indicates that the gray wire should be connected to the wire that has current when the button is in the off position. So, I set the button to off and checked which wire had current, and it turned out to be the red and black wire. So, I connected the gray wire to it. Now, the white wire needs to be connected to the wire that has current when the button is in the on position. I switched the button to on, and as expected, the other wire had current, the white and black wire. I soldered it to the white wire, just as shown in the diagram. As we determined earlier in the video, we already know which wires control the opening and closing of the mirrors. According to that, the orange wire should be connected to the wire that carries current when the mirrors are closed. That's the white and black wire. Meanwhile, the brown wire should be connected to the wire responsible for opening the mirrors, which is the red and black one. The black wire is the ground wire. You can solder it to any ground wire, but I chose to attach it directly to the car body. It works perfectly this way and also helps avoid cutting too many wires. I simply secured it under a bolt and made sure it was tightened properly. The yellow wire is for the ignition, so it needs to be connected to a wire that only has power when the ignition is on and no power when the car is off. I found such a wire. It was red and pink, so I connected the yellow wire to it. The red wire is for the 12 volts constant power supply, so it needs to be connected to a wire that has power even when the car is turned off. I measured the voltage and found that the red wire was the right one, so I soldered the module's red wire to it. Now only two wires are left, the green and the blue ones. These are connected to the signal from the car's lock and unlock system. To identify them, go to the door lock switch connector and look for the wire that gets power only when the car receives the lock signal. After that, find the wire that gets power only when the car receives the unlock signal. This way, you can easily identify and connect the final two wires. Based on that, the green wire should be connected to the wire that receives the unlock signal, which is the green and white wire. The blue wire should be connected to the lock signal wire, which is the brown and pink one. We're almost done. Now we plug the module into its connector and wrap the wires we installed with electrical tape for protection. Don't be stingy with the tape. Make sure to cover all the wires properly. Some of you might be wondering what this second box is. It's a separate RGB ambient light module I also added to the car. If you'd like to see a video about that as well, let me know in the comments. And just like that, you can now enjoy a new and modern feature in your car, all for just a few dollars. You'll never forget your side mirrors open again. That brings us to the end of the video. I hope this was helpful. Keep in mind, I'm not a technician or an expert in this field, so if I made any mistakes in naming parts or explaining something, I hope you'll forgive me. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe. It really motivates me to keep creating more content like this.